Yo, welcome back. It's your boy Mike here for week 18, man. Last game of the regular season. And of course, we've already gone ahead and clinched the division. At this point, it's just a matter of where we will end up falling in that 1 through 4 spot. We're going to take on the Seahawks today. Had a really good game with them earlier in the season. We did come out on top. Geno Smith, a couple really bad turnovers towards the end of the game when they were still in it. But let's go ahead and take a look at the playoff bracket as it currently stands. And coming off back-to-back losses, the Arizona Cardinals have dropped to the 4 seed. But, having any seed of any kind in the playoffs was not something that we necessarily anticipated. Currently slated to match up with San Francisco. It would be the third matchup of the season. Dallas and New York claiming those 1 seeds at the moment, with Kansas City, shockingly, who was holding the 1 seed pretty much the whole season, letting go of that for the first time last week. And so, yeah, man, a lot of really good matchups to watch. That 7 seed in the NFC up for grabs. As Atlanta's 8-8. So Seattle definitely hoping for a win. Maybe try to sneak in there themselves. Rashad Bateman been having a heater of performances, man. 13 for 225 and 3 scores. Unfortunately, in a loss, but he did all he could. Stephon Gilmore 2 picks. Aaron Rodgers doing his thing. And I'm not sure who that player is for the Titans, but good performance by him as well. As team turmoil, man, after back-to-back losses, got to have some kind of talk in the locker room. And we're going to go ahead and guarantee a win. We're going to guarantee a win. Want to end off the season on a high note, get another win in the division. 4-1 currently, swept the Niners, beat the Seahawks in our first matchup, and split with the Rams. As we get a couple of upgrades, a lot of nice progression going on with this team here in year 1, +1 acceleration for Rondale Moore. Love to see that. Now up to 94 speed, 93 excel. Still trying to work on that, getting that release up, at just 70, but hasn't been a huge factor as far as, his ability to get open, get off the line. But definitely want to make sure that can get into a better place. Zaven Collins with a nice upgrade, +1 speed. And his skill set is very well-rounded. Love to see the progression there. Greedy Williams, one of the definite delights of the season so far, playing up to an 80 overall, true 78 though. And he's been fantastic, man, as his man coverage continues to get better and better. And Ty Davis-Price, of course, someone that we're hoping that can be with the team in a relatively long-term sense, as he's had a great season up to this point. Want to go revisit a possible contract for Josh Dobbs again. With the way he's played this year, more than deserving in whatever capacity that might be, and he is back. And one thing to keep an eye on, with 1 game left in the season, the Texans do currently hold the number 1 pick, which means Arizona holds the number 1 pick because we do have their first-round draft pick. And lowest they can go is 3. So guaranteed top 3 pick in this upcoming draft class. They are going to play the Colts to end things off. So we're going to be rooting for a Texans loss all the way. But, it's time to get into it, man. We're here at State Farm Stadium. Again, trying to make sure we end out on a high note. Josh Dobbs, man, 37 touchdowns, 19 picks, 3,600 yards. Of course, you want to see those interception numbers go down. But Dobbs, since, coming back from his benching, has done a great job of securing the football. He's only thrown 7 interceptions since then, where with the other 12 coming within those first 9 or so games. But here we are, man, rocking the all-white, ready to get things going. There's Pete Carroll on the sideline, ready to get his guys rocking and rolling. And again, this is a big-time game for them. For Arizona, they're locked in to, one of those top 4 seeds. But Seattle fighting to possibly sneak in that 7 spot. And again, a lot of teams trying to get there. Atlanta, the Saints, the Bears, the Eagles, the Seahawks. So we'll see what happens, but let's go ahead and meet the team. Geno Smith at quarterback, Kenneth Walker, Zach Charbonnet, that running back tandem, Ethan Carter at fullback, Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf, and the superstar development Jackson Smith and Jigba, as we have now seen. Calvin Austin likely going to get a few snaps in there as well. Noah Fant, Charles Cross, Damian Lewis, Evan Brown, Hal Vaitai, and Abraham Lucas going to be that offensive line. Jaron Reed, Draymond Jones, Tershawn Wharton going to be the interior guys for the team this time around. Darrell Taylor at left outside linebacker. And you'll notice no Bobby Wagner. He is injured, which means it'll be Jordan Brooks and Devin Bush manning those sub linebacker roles, Uchenna Nwosu. And then, of course, Tariq Woolen, man, the freak, with Devon Witherspoon, Jason Verrett, who they just traded for. Well, traded for in season, as he was not with them in that first matchup. Quandre Diggs and Jamal Adams, the safety tandem with Jason Myers and Michael Dixon. As Arizona's offense is going to take the field first, and they'll hand it off to Ty Davis Price to get things going here at the offset of the game. Nowhere to go for him there. It'll be 2nd and 10. Dobbs going to hand off. Davis Price again makes a nice move to the outside. Going to be dropped after a gain of 5. And it'll be 3rd and 5 early on. Arizona going to be looking to keep this drive alive. Josh Dobbs calling out to his teammates, making some adjustments. Dobbs going to look short for Rashad Bateman, and he's going to find him, but going to be just a yard shy of that first down marker. And you already know what it is with head coach Mike White. They're going to go for it. Davis Price right up the gut, able to sneak his way through for a gain of about 2. But it is enough for that first down. Now here they are, Davis Price again, nice hole going outside. Davis Price going to get hit down, but not before he gets to midfield. And Arizona, man, having a pretty good opening offensive possession here. Dobbs, 2 receivers left, gonna hand off up the middle. Davis Price makes a nice move. Davis Price stiff arms a man. Davis Price down the sideline, gonna be tracked down by Uchenna Nwosu, but a big gain of 36 for Ty Davis Price there. They're getting that first big play of the day for the Cardinals, and Price showing off the elusivity, showing off the agility, showing off the strength with the stiff arm, as Josh Dobbs going to look. He's going to get Rondale Moore over the middle, gain of 8. And having a nice balanced attack so far. 5 runs, 2 passes, and they're going to add another run to the ledger. Tariq Cohen going to be just short. 1st and goal, though, now at the 3-yard line. Now, here they are lined up in the goal line offense. Davis Price gets the carry up the middle, and it looks like he is going to be able to sneak it on in. Looked like he might have been a little bit short, but they are going to give him enough for the touchdown and the opening points of this game. As Ty Davis Price, finds himself in a battle after leading the league for the better part of the season. In yards, he has been overtaken by Derrick Henry. So good, strong performance from him to open things up. As Geno Smith in this Seattle offense is going to take the field, 2,900 yards, 20 touchdowns, 10 picks for the now 2nd-year starter for Seattle. Of course, having a decent season up to this point, trying to get his team back to the playoffs for the 2nd year in a row. And Geno going to have trips to his left to open things up, going to hand off Kenneth Walker, going to be met by Kaiser White for just a gain of 1. 2nd and 9. Here we go. Looks like just a reversed kind of play. And Geno's going to fake it. Geno, nowhere to go. Going to scramble out. Going to get Kenneth Walker, but Marquise Blair able to bring him down. Again, just another gain of 1. 3rd and 8. Trying to avoid a quick 3 and out here. And Geno going to roll out. Geno, again, nowhere to go. B.J. Ojulari was closing in, and they are going to punt the ball away. It's Tariq Cohen back deep, waiting for it. Cohen gonna get it, gonna be able to get outside, and there's no Seattle players to speak of. Tariq Cohen Just one nice little move, and he was off to the races. And that's going to be a punt return touchdown, the first of the year. Any return touchdown of any kind for Arizona. And it comes from Tariq Cohen, man, who just continues to show his versatility and showing that he does, in fact, belong, showing the reason why they signed him and gave him that contract extension, as well as Geno going to roll out and going to miss his receiver there. 3rd and 10. Seattle definitely need to get something going after the way that first possession ended, and he's going to get this one to Calvin Austin. Jalen Johnson, fortunately, able to get there and get him down, but what a big play from Calvin Austin, 47 yards. Geno put it right on him, not affected in the face of the blitz, and Austin managed to sneak out for a gain of 47, and they're going to be right down into the close to the red zone as DK Metcalf on the sideline going to be able to keep his feet in tiptoes and able to take it in for the Seattle touchdown. Looked like, not sure really what happened right there, but it looked like Jalen Johnson, thought he was going to go out of bounds. Sorry, not Jalen Johnson. Looked like Jalen Thompson thought he was going to go out of bounds and decided to, take his chances. He didn't, kept the toes in, and he's going to be able to, get in relatively untouched, or unabated rather, for the Seattle touchdown, as Ty Davis-Price nowhere to go. Jaron Reed injured on that one. 2nd and 12. Again, over the middle, Rondale Moore, gain of 6. Going to set up a 3rd and 6 here, and we'll see what Arizona decides to do right here. After, a successful first possession, they're going to look up top for Rashad Bateman. Bateman, despite the accuracy issue there from Dobbs, able to haul it in, and no one's going to catch him. Rashad Bateman continuing his explosive end to this season. And I got to say, if there was ever any question about whether or not this team was going to want to pick up that 5th-year option for Rashad Bateman, I think the back half of the season, well, I mean, that's only how long we've had him, is for, the last 9 weeks or so. But definitely showing that, he belongs, that he is deserving of some kind of commitment. And, in all likelihood, we will see that 5th-year option picked up as 2nd and 14. Geno going to hand off. Kenneth Walker trying to muscle his way forward, not going to be able to get away from Israel Mukuamu. It'll be 3rd and 10, about 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. Geno gonna take it. Geno gonna look middle and picked by Greedy Williams. Greedy was with him the whole time, tried to find his big wideout DK Metcalf, but Greedy Williams, man, able to read that route the whole way. And that'll be the first turnover of the game for either team. As you can just take a look, Greedy, you see him already in front of, was that Noah Fant? And he's going to get that nice takeaway, setting up Arizona in great position already with a 21-7 lead. As Dobbs going to fake it. Dobbs looking. Rondale Moore hits him. Moore dives for the end zone. And he's going to be down at the 1, or so they say. Great pass from Dobbs. Good job from Rondale Moore running underneath that. Tried to leave his feet to go after the end zone. And they are going to say that he was just short. I think we'll want to take another look at that one. Rondale Moore gets it. Dives. Not quite broken the plane. Moore. Oh, that's a tough one. Does look like the call was correct. They're going to just go ahead and let things go as they are, and they're going to take it. Ty Davis-Price up the middle, loses the ball, but Elijah Higgins able to recover that one and get it in for Arizona. Touchdown. It's 27-7. And how about that one? Definitely not the way that they drew that one up. Higgins, though, in great position just to be able to pick that one up, run into the end zone, no one going to be in the way, and that'll be his first score of the season. And it's a romper so far, 28-7. Geno going to fake it. Geno going to look short for Kenneth Walker on the check down, not going to be able to find him, and that is going to bring an end to the first quarter with a dominant performance coming along from Arizona. Again, looking to keep this momentum rolling, get momentum in this one, keep it rolling into the playoffs. Geno looking, that's Noah Fant. Fant able to get the ball for a gain of 20. A lot of Cardinals defenders there to bring him down. As now here they are, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Handoff, Kenneth Walker, and Walker has the outside. Walker gets a block. Jalen Thompson, Zaven Collins unable to get to him. Kenneth Walker making sure that his team doesn't go down without a fight. And he had, that just extra burst of speed, got really good blocks down the sideline, really good one from Jackson Smith and Jigba. And just like that, it's 28-14 now, as 8:40 left in the second quarter. Davis Price gets the pass, gets the stretch outside, gonna be dropped after just a gain of 2, as 2nd and 8. Dobbs gonna hand off. Davis Price again looked like he could have had some space, but he's going to be taken down by Tershawn Wharton for a loss of 2. That's gonna set them up 3rd and 10. Dobbs looking deep. Brian Edwards. And, looked like the DB got a hand on that, but it did hit Edwards right in his hands as well. Got to hold on to that one. Arizona punts it away. Kenneth Walker looking to keep up the good running from the last possession. He's up to 50 yards on the day, as well as a touchdown now into Arizona territory at the 45-yard line. Geno looking, Kenneth Walker doesn't quite develop the way that they had intended. 2nd and 10 now. Geno looking short. That's DK not able to hang on to it. Good coverage there from Jalen Johnson. And on 3rd and 10, Arizona's defense looking to get off the field. Geno going to take it. Geno, a lot of time, no one coming, and Geno able to is going to be dropped for the loss of 11. That's BJ Ojulari getting in there, really disrupting that one, along with LJ Collier, the former Seahawk, mind you, and they will have to punt it away. Had a promising thing going there. Unfortunately, the sack, wasn't quite what they were hoping for, as Ty Davis Price, another good run, 19 yards. He's up to 75 yards on the game, along with that touchdown. Should have had 2, man. But, it is what it is. We still walked away with points on that other one, as gonna cut it back inside, gonna accelerate up the hole for a gain of 8. 2nd and 2, Dobbs gonna fake it, looking for more again deep, unable to connect with them there. Good coverage from Devon Witherspoon. Now 3rd and 2, and we know what this Cardinals offense likes to do on 3rd, 4th and short, and it's unfortunately not going to work out this time. Ty Davis Price dropped for a loss of 1, and they'll punt it right back to Seattle, who's done a great job in this second half, keeping this Cardinals offense in check, as DK Metcalf not going to be able to hold on to that one. And they're already, pretty close to field goal range here at the 42-yard line. We know how good Jason Myers can be. Geno Smith, again, a lot of time. BJ Ojulari tracking him down and takes him down. Now the second straight possession where it's going to end on a sack to knock them, pretty far out of field goal range. And Arizona's going to get the ball back once again. 3 minutes left in this second quarter. Dobbs fakes, looks, Rashad Bateman, another one. As Rashad Bateman, man, just continues to make anyone lined up against him look absolutely silly, as him and Dobbs have really formed a strong connection. Now at the 43-yard line, here's Josh Dobbs dropping back. Dobbs not really anywhere to go. Gonna just take a shot downfield. Rashad Bateman gets it. Oh, man. What a play from Rashad Bateman. Going up and getting it. Dobbs looked like he had absolutely nowhere to go, but he's going to trust his number one receiver, man. Well, number two receiver. I guess Rondell's the number one, but, he's in the slot. And it looked like he had nowhere to go, was going to throw it away, decides to give his man a chance downfield, one-on-one against Jamal Adams, and Rashad Bateman comes out the winner in that one. As here we are, 2nd and 4. Time running down, minute and a half left. Pump fake, Dobbs with a lot of pressure in his face, able to get it away, and just throws it away, saving some yardage. Now 3rd and 4. Arizona looking to extend this lead once again. Dobbs looking, end zone. Rashad Bateman pulls it in. What a grab from Rashad Bateman. Yes, he just showed his worth over and over again on that possession. Got him downfield, had the contested catch on the broken play, and here has another one. This time coming up against Devon Witherspoon, the rookie, and Rashad Bateman loves what he's doing, man, flexing to the crowd a little bit. 1st and 10 now, 35-14. Minute and a half left before we get into the second half, as Geno going to find DK. They're going to hurry it up to the line, minute and 10. Kenneth Walker still in the backfield with him. DK lined up in the slot. Going to dump it short, Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker going to get hit down by Zaven Collins now. 1st and 10, just under a minute remaining. Geno, again, going to look short. Sideline, McQuamu going to be able to bring down Smith and Jigba. And, man, this is not looking too great for Arizona's defense. They've allowed the Seahawks to move pretty close to field goal range in just a couple of plays, as good breakup there from Jalen Johnson. Pass intended for Tyler Lockett. 3rd and 4 now. Seattle looking to keep the drive going, keeping some momentum for themselves going into the second half, and he's going to have Tyler Lockett on that one. And Lockett going to get down to the 25-yard line now. Here we are, 23 seconds remaining. Going to hit Lockett again. That's back-to-back for Tyler Lockett, as they're going to elect not to use the timeout. Going to hurry up to the line. 5 seconds left, 4 seconds. Geno looking, end zone. Smith and Jigba holds on to it as time is pretty much winding down here in the first half. And the Seahawks are not going away silently. Geno, questionable call, deciding not to use that timeout. Maybe give yourself some time to think of a better play, but I suppose no better play than one that ends in a touchdown, and that's exactly what's going to happen right there. And that means as we head into the half, it'll be 35-21 with the Cardinals up in front. Similar, game happening through the air for both of these teams. Run games have been pretty good as well. And let's go ahead and take a look around the league and some things that have been going on as we jump into this last week of regular season action. Rams taking on the 49ers and leading. Brock Purdy, 2 TDs, does have an interception as well. And it's a 21-14 game as they are working their way towards halftime. Rams, of course, one of those teams that could potentially sneak into that 7 spot. In Miami, it's Buffalo completely obliterating, massacring the Miami Dolphins. Josh Allen, incredibly efficient day, 21-26, 323, 3 scores. Did have that pick. And then Jarvis Landry, how about that throwback performance? 4 for 112 and 2 scores. And, their bad start to the season, unfortunately, going to keep them out of the playoffs with that record. But, good way to end it off, as the Chargers are up on the Chiefs 14-7 as well. Chiefs, of course, in a fight trying to get that 1 seed back in their pocket. And, man, again, Rashad Bateman, he has been the man of the hour. He's been absolutely fantastic. Got to think what, of course, the team had a lot of good wins over the first half of the season. But you got to think, what would his numbers have looked like with a whole season in this offense rather than just 9 games. But We're into the second half here. Geno Smith going to be in the shotgun. Kenneth Walker in the backfield with him. Two receivers to the right. And he's going to look for one of them. It'll be DK Metcalf. Breaks a tackle. And DK, man, been a pretty good target for Geno here in this one. They've struggled to, really lock in and keep all of these receivers covered, as Jalen Thompson going to get in there to drop Geno for a loss of 9. Thompson now, I believe that is his 5th sack of the season. Really, really good blitzing DB for us this year, man. Able to track down the quarterback, and with his speed and tracking, definitely a great job. And they're going to get it all back at once. Geno's going to find DK over the middle, and he's going to get the 19 he needs and then some, as they're going to be at the 31-yard line of Arizona. 1st and 10 again. Smith and Jigba going to be hit low from Jalen Johnson, leading to a 2nd and 6. Looks like Arizona, man. Looks like they're going to bring some heat at Geno on this one. Make a quick decision. Geno, pressure coming, and it's Kaiser White. Oh, man, this Arizona defense just continuing to get to Geno. That's their 4th sack now of the game. 3rd and 21. What can you make happen here, Geno? They're going to try to set up the screen, and once again, no dice. Jason Myers, though, is going to be able to hit a 59-yarder to make it an 11-point game. As Arizona going to take the field, we see what Rashad Bateman's been doing so far in this one. And Dobbs going to fake it, going to throw it to Rondale Moore. Probably should have just handed that one off. But, it is what it is. 3rd and 8 here. Spread look right here for the offense. Dobbs looking deep. That's Trey McBride. And Rondale Moore on the rebound. Unable to make it happen. They'll punt it away. Dobbs, 9-13 for 198 and 2 scores. Been having a really good game here. Geno going to keep it on the read option. Geno cut back inside to outside. That was a very, very interesting course of running that he decided to take. But it's going to be all for naught, as Charles Cross going to get called for the hold. And they're going to be backed up now. 1st and 20. 1st and 20. Geno going to toss it out. Kenneth Walker, and Walker has a little bit of space, able to get 4 yards there, set up a 2nd and 16. 3 receivers left. Smith and Jigba in the slot, Kenneth Walker in the backfield. And it looks like McQuamu's going to bring some heat off the edge, makes Geno think, and it'll be intercepted by Greedy Williams. Greedy now, his 2nd interception of the day. Going to take this one into the end zone. Great job from him. Again, reading that route from Tyler Lockett, not giving Geno a big window to throw it into. And just like that, it's going to be back to an 18-point game for Arizona. And if you're the Seahawks, man, it's now, or kind of now or never. Down 3 possessions, got to make something happen, as he misses Noah Fant. Geno now, 2 interceptions and 2 touchdowns. As 3rd and 6 here, we are Geno calling out, making sure his guys know what they need to happen. Geno looking, and he's going to hit Tyler Lockett. Despite the coverage from Zaven Collins, looked like Collins had his hands on that one, but Geno puts it in a spot where only Lockett was able to get to it, just over the outstretched arms of Zaven Collins. And that's enough to keep this drive moving. 1st and 10, going to look short. DK unable to hold on to that one. Good coverage, Jalen Johnson. 2nd and 10 now. And this defensive front for Arizona spreading out a little bit. Geno going to fake it. Going to look short. Tyler Lockett overthrown. And Geno now, 3rd and 10. A lot of possessions have stalled out right around this territory. But not this time, as he's going to hit Smith and Jigba going to be able to get those toes down. Fresh set of downs now. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Geno under center. Going to hand it off. Going to fake it. Going to look for Fant, and it's picked off by the linebacker, Cameron Thomas. Cam Thomas, of course, an edge-rushing linebacker, but he's in coverage there, man coverage against Noah Fant. And great job by him sticking with the speedy tight end able to get his hands up and get his hands on the ball. Gives his team the ball back. Geno now 3 interceptions here. Hasn't been a great showing from him. Definitely shades of what happened that first time around, as Rashad Bateman going to get the short pass left for a quick gain of 6. Now 2nd and 4, time ticking down in the third, 40 seconds remaining. Davis Price stretch outside. Price going to cut inside and going to be able to get enough for the first down there, as we are coming to a close here shortly in the third quarter. Dobbs looking, going to go short. Rondale Moore holds on to that one. Great job from him. And that is going to bring our third quarter to a close, with Arizona leading 42-24, 208 yards for them through the air, 101 on the ground, as they're going to look to go ahead and close this one out. As here we are, 2nd and 6, Josh Dobbs. Time, looking deep. Rashad Bateman has a couple of steps, but not going to be able to get it on him. Dobbs overthrows him, had nothing but green grass ahead of him, but it'll lead to a 3rd and 6. Good block out there. Trey McBride, was that Jeff Swaim? Ty Davis Price now over 100 yards, 105 to be exact, with that touchdown. And here we are, 3rd and 10, after not a lot happened in the first couple plays of that set of downs. And Jason Verrett going to get the pressure, going to force the ball out, and they're going to punt it away. Pinned deep at the 9-yard line. Geno going to look not going to be able to connect with Disley there. And I apologize. I did miss a play right here. It was a pass to Tyler Lockett for 18 yards. So 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now at the 27. And again, Seattle got to get something going. They're bringing heat again. Jalen Thompson tried to get him down, not able to. Zaven Collins going to drop him for a loss of 2. And on 3rd and 12, 6:50 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Geno, time, short. DK not able to hook up with them. DK definitely had plenty of space. Sat down right there at the goal at the first down line. Wasn't able to get it, and that time through the hands of Jalen Johnson. But it's going to be set up a turnover on downs. 1st and 10 now at the 25. Dobbs nowhere to go with the football, and that time Verrett does manage to bring him down rather than just forcing it out. 2nd and 21. Davis Price stretch. Has plenty of space. Davis Price back inside, and a nice gain of about 20 is going to be wiped out from the holding call. And that's Holt Froholt, man. Now 2nd and 29. Wow, 2nd and 29. Talk about down and distance, huh? 2nd and 29, Davis Price in the backfield. McBride in motion, going to hand it off to him. Nowhere to go, going to be dropped for a loss of 3 now. Not every day you see a 3rd and 32, but that's exactly what they've got here. Tariq Cohen checks into the game, and they're just going to hand it off again up the middle. Cohen gets plenty, about 16, and they will just elect to go ahead and kick the field goal, make it a 21-point game. It's 45-24. Seattle. There's DK again, trying to, salvage a little bit of something here in the game's final minutes. And Geno now was interested not to see pretty much any Zach Charbonnet as Zaven Collins. That's the 4th interception of the game for this Arizona defense, and this time it's Collins. 2 for Greedy, 1 for Cam Thomas, and 1 now for Collins, as, his spectacular season continues, not letting his foot off the gas, even with the team in a really good spot as far as, this game goes. And they're going to be set up already in Seattle territory. Bateman again going to get the short pass left. This time just going to be a gain of 3. They're going to go ahead and hurry up the offense. 2nd and 7. Dobbs going to hand off. Davis Price up the gut just for a gain of 1. And here we are, 3rd and 6. looking to keep this drive alive. Josh Dobbs calling out to his team, making some things happen. Tariq Cohen give middle, nowhere to go. 4th and 3. They are just going to go ahead and go for it as DTR checks into the game. Game pretty much out of reach. No reason to risk injury. Can't allow Josh Dobbs to be hurt, man. He's been one of the engines of this offense, as we saw in the one game that we elected to not play him. As Tyler Lockett going to get the ball quick. 2:30 remaining. They're going to hurry it up. Here we are. 2 receivers, both sides. 1st and 10, gonna look, dump down Kenneth Walker. Walker gonna be hit down after a gain of 8, and that leads us into the 2-minute warning. 2 more minutes of regular season football here in year number 1. And on 2nd and 2, Geno gonna drop back, and he's going to be intercepted for the 5th time in this game. That's Zaven Collins with his 2nd pick of the game. Number 5 overall for this defense. And what a performance all around. 28 first quarter points, 45 points overall. Gonna just give one more to Ty Davis Price. Pad those stats a little bit. Hopefully allows him to stay or to get back in front of Derrick Henry, who's in that race with them. And a great win here for Arizona, man. They wrap up their regular season with a W. Again, great job overall. Defense really did their thing. Josh Dobbs, very efficient. Rashad Bateman, we know what he's capable of, and we know what he's shown us, again, over the back half of this season. And it's going to result in a great team win. 376 total yards of offense, 17 first downs, no turnovers. Just 3 of 11 on 3rd down, a bit concerning. But when you put up 45 points, you can't be too upset. Geno, 348, 2 TDs, 5 picks. And Josh Dobbs, almost a perfect game, 12 of 18, 211, 2 touchdowns. And most importantly, no interceptions. Ty Davis Price, 142 and a score. We know Kenneth Walker had that nice touchdown run as well. Rashad Bateman, 7 for 165 and 2 TDs. Rondale Moore, just 46 yards. But, with the way that Bateman's been playing, him and Dobbs have definitely been playing throw and catch out there the last few weeks. Ojulari, 3 tackles for loss, as well as 1.5 sacks. 1 for Jalen Thompson, Kaiser White, and then a couple guys down there with a half sack. Greedy and Zaven Collins, each with 2 interceptions. Cam Thomas rounding things out there. And, of course, Greedy with the only defensive score of the game. As B.J. Ojulari now up to a 78. Great way to go heading into the playoffs. Plus 2 finesse moves, plus 1 speed, plus 1 zone coverage. Great round of upgrades overall. And, of course, Rashad Bateman, man, ready to go ahead and get himself a little bit of upgrades. We're going to go ahead and get the playmaker archetype going there. Maybe get some more, some of that juke and spin move action going on, when he has the ball in his hands. Make him a little bit more elusive, agile. As the win has, kind of self-corrected the team just a bit. We're going to go ahead and see what they have to say. Good win, fellas. A lot of noise out there and everything. Carlos Watkins, interesting player to hype up the team. And morale does still remain a question, as we see. But here we are, NFL playoffs 2023-2024. And it's going to be the Minnesota Vikings that will take on Arizona in Arizona, a team we have not seen this year. And if I had to guess, at 8 and 9, we know that they can't be a 5 seed. As you see the Niners there with 10 wins, and I know the Commanders ended the season with 9 wins, so that must mean it's a 7-2 matchup. If I had to guess, again based on that 8 and 9 record, and we will be ready. Of course, you see their top threat is Justin Jefferson. Those number 1 receivers definitely been a thorn in our side. We've seen, the games we've given up to Cooper Kupp, the games we've given up to Hollywood Brown, the games we've given up to Amari Cooper. And we're going to have to definitely lock in if we want to get a playoff win, to end off this first season. But again, man, it's been a wild ride. It's been a great year one. Again, I've had a lot of fun. I'm ready to take on this challenge, man. Hope y'all are ready for the ride as well. As always, thank you for tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe should you feel so inclined. And I'll see y'all next time with some playoff football. Peace.